Hello, my friends. Oh, sorry about the shaking. Okay, today I'm going to show you some altered Rolodex cards. And I had them right here. I just had them. I'm going to do one with you, and that's what all this is right here. But maybe they're buried in here. Here they are. They are buried in here. So I did these. Oh, you know what? I have to learn how to turn the camera around so that things are not backwards to you. So anyway, yeah, this is one. I think I did this with I think this is line dot arrow images. And this, see, I started out with a tabbed Rolodex card, and this one is just all coupons. Now I found these coupons on Pinterest. They're just download them, print them yourself, and these I made myself. And these little tickets, I just made them myself. And I'm going to show you how to make these tickets while we're here doing some crafting today. These are all the tickets that I downloaded from Pinterest. I know I found them on Pinterest. I am not sure where I found them. I think if you just go search Pinterest for ticket printables, you'll find them. And I just printed them the size that they had. I don't have a big enough hole. There was a big hole here. So I took my hole puncher and I punched a few holes, and now I wish I hadn't. I wish I'd have just inked it or something. But anyway, that's what I got there. And here, these are some more tickets, and I'm doing Alice in Wonderland. See, I made an Alice in Wonderland. Ooh, this is really cool. I don't think I have a video on accordion binding because this is the first one I've done out my Alice in Wonderland accordion bind journal, and I'm going to be putting this one up for auction. It's an art journal. I don't have any journaling space pages in here, but you know, maybe I'll put some in. Maybe I'll put some in, and that way it'll be a more desirable actual journal. But anyway, I have a lot of Alice in Wonderland digitals, so I figured I would do an Alice in Wonderland Rolodex card. And I know you can't see what I'm doing, but what I'm doing is I'm going to show you. These are the Rolodex cards, and I'm going to give you a link to these Rolodex cards in case you don't have one. I'll just put that here by the video. So anyway, what we're going to do, I've already started. What I've done is, this is a Rolodex card. Now the Rolodex cards that I'm giving you here are all tabs on the one side, but it's real easy to just cut the tab in the middle if you want the tab in the middle. And I just stamped it and put washi tape on the top and on the bottom because I think the checkered washi tape goes with the Alice in Wonderland theme. And then I figured I'd make some pockets or something, and so I made these tickets. And what I did was I just took, I just took a scrap like this and a stamp and just laid it out and stamped it and then cut it. Now I had one here to show you. It's probably laying, here it is. See, I just took a scrap of paper and a stamp, and this is the stamp that I like for this kind of thing. I've seen this stamp on Amazon. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's just a rubber stamp. Well, it's I don't know if you call it rubber. It's actually not a wood block stamp, and I don't have one of those clear blocks to put it on. So I just take my fingers and put whatever part of it in the ink that I want, and then I I take my, whatever I'm stamping it on, and I just stamp it on it. Like that. And it's okay to stamp more than, especially if you're doing this. Now see, I'm stamping on the back. And underneath, I'm stamping on the table, but it's not really a table. It's paper that I've got down there. So, see, it's okay to stamp the same stamp over and over because you're going to cut them apart like tickets. So see? And then I just cut them apart. And what I did was I used this is a heart line, and I used it to cut them apart. I'll just say we'll cut this apart. See, I cut the end here, and it always catches. So what I do is I keep it closed and I rip it because I think that helps to give it more of the ticket look. And I cut it multiple times. I move the scissors and cut it so it doesn't look like a heart line. And then move down the row and cut it again. And see here, it was folded, so I have to cut it on that fold so it doesn't look like it's a folded piece of paper. And you just keep going down the line. And then what you end up with, see, I got to cut this one multiple times on this edge. And sometimes that corner is too cornery. I mean, it's too sharp of a point. So I will go and kind of shape it like a real ticket. And just make it look however you want it to look. Sometimes the points are okay. Sometimes they just look like they're out of place. And then what I do is I ink around the edges, and voila, it looks like a ticket. It's just fabulous. I just found that, I just did that on just a whim the other day, and I thought, hey, that's really kind of neat. It looks like a ticket, right? Okay, so these are our sample tickets. We'll just put them over here for now. So let's see what I'm going to do. And you can use any color ink you want. I'm using black because I think black is more stand out-ish. Yeah. Oh, I was going to cut this one here. And see, I don't cut the sides because on all the tickets that I get, the sides are straight and the edges look like they're ripped. So if you have a pair of scissors that looks like paper ripped paper, those would be good to use. But I don't have one, so I figured the heart line is the closest thing. And I just move it up and down so that people can't tell. I mean, so that you can't tell. And I guess it doesn't really matter because being that it's in a pocket with other tickets, no one's going to look for the heart line shape anyway. They're going to see a ticket. That's what they're going to see. Okay, so we'll put those over there. We may end up inking those and using those or not because I've already got some made. Oh, there's one. Okay, see, I've already got some made here. So let's decorate this one. I'm going to decorate this with Alice in Wonderland, since I've got so many Alice in Wonderland digitals here. Let me put my glasses on so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, Alice in Wonderland. I think we're going to put that there. And this, I am not good with fussy cutting. I was fussy cutting this, and I just went to cut a little piece here, and I cut half her head off. But I reshaped her hair, so you didn't even know that I'd cut her hair off. So if you make a mistake, you can always cover it up somehow. If nothing else, I could put her in a place where I could cover that part of her head up. But I think it's not quite so bad now that I fixed it a little bit. Maybe I'll put that there. And we want this bunny here. I don't know. He's kind of running away from her there. Oh, look at what we've got here. This one says, drink me. I had a whole bunch of those here. Here they are. This one says, take me. And this one says, drink me. Oh, that one says, open me. This one says, drink me. And this one says, eat me. So let's put that one there. I don't know, I kind of like these little ones, but I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with them, but what about that? Yeah, I don't know. It looks weird. Wait, if I had some, I wish I had some, what is that? Cheesecloth. Cheesecloth. I don't have cheesecloth. Maybe I'll use some of my, that's what I'll do. Okay, that's what I'll do. Let's glue this down. I got one of these really neat bottles. I was totally surprised that it was so tiny. But, you know, the crafters keep saying you don't need a whole lot of Fabri-Tac. And that's what's in here. And it's hard to squeeze out. But I really like this. Now that I've started using this little tiny bottle, I really like it. And I suggest to anybody who's going to use Fabri-Tac, get a bottle. Now, I've seen crafters have bigger bottles that are shaped like this with, you know, the pin lid that goes in it. I saw these and I immediately put them in my cart. I got these at Amazon. That comes two for one price. And yes, they come with the pin. And I've seen a couple of crafters put beads and things on this pin so they don't lose it. So far, I haven't had a problem losing the pin. But that's not to say that I won't. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these, since I don't have cheesecloth, I use dryer sheet. For me, it works just like a crafter who uses cheesecloth. I just don't have any cheesecloth. I don't really even know what cheesecloth is, other than my grandma's mom used to talk about using cheesecloth to strain juices and foods and things. Okay, I'm going to put some of this behind her, but I don't need quite that much. There we go. Okay, so I got to rip it down here. It doesn't really rip sideways very well. You know, it's kind of like it has a grain. It likes to rip with the grain. And see, it gives a real, it gives a real nice, not natural, a very raw type of a look. I think it is like, I think it's real good for, at least I like it instead of cheesecloth, since I don't use cheesecloth. Okay, so that's about where we want it. So let's put some glue here. And just glue it down. Now it's a good thing. Oh, well, I don't want to glue it down in the wrong place. It's a good thing that it doesn't take very much Fabri-Tac, because this little bottle, can you see how little this point is? Not very much comes out at one time. So it's a good thing that you don't need very much. Okay, so yes, she did have legs, but I ended up cutting her legs off. Again, you can fix any mistake just by covering it up. See, I cut her skirt as if she didn't have any legs, and it looks just fine. I think you'll never know that she had legs and I messed them up. So, she's kind of hanging off right there, but I think that's going to be okay. Wow, see, I think that glue seeped through the dryer sheet. All right, there she is, Alice. Now, okay, let's do these things. Eat me, drink me, take me. What did she, what was the difference? The drink me was a drink. The eat me was a pill or a piece of candy, right? What was the take me? Take me. Was that a key? I don't remember. It's been too long since I've seen Alice in Wonderland. I thought it was all... Is there a picture there? There is, but I can't figure out what it is. It's too small. I would have thought that it would be something to eat, but maybe not. Maybe it was a key. Because I know that I remember she was trying to get in a door that was too small for her. Okay. Well, now that one's on top of the eat me. And I didn't glue the eat me down before I glued the drink me. So, yes, in one of the groups that... I'll just put that on top because I can't get it underneath now. In one of the groups that I'm in, I'm doing weekly challenges now, and this is our weekly challenge for this week. Oops. Is altering a Rolodex card. So the challenge is to take any graphics that you like. Now these, I found some on Pinterest, and I had some because I'm working on that journal. Ooh, this one should have gone up. I wanted these to be even, but no, they're not going to be even, but I guess that's okay. And I did, see, I stamped the card. I stamped it on this side too before I started. Wonder how I can fix that. What about this one? What does this one say? Open me. Oh, oops. Open me. I don't know that I want to put that one there because it kind of covers up the... No, I'm not going to put that one there. Okay. We're just going to leave that way for now. Maybe we'll do something different later. But this came out of my Alice in Wonderland kit, so I was going to try to use this. And this is a sticker that I got, and I thought, well, maybe that'll go. And I don't know. Oh, those were the samples. These are the ones that I kind of wanted to incorporate the bunny with the clock and the tickets. Now, if I make this a pocket, these tickets can go down in it. Oh, they'll drown in that pocket. See, I could glue that pocket halfway up, and then the tickets wouldn't fall in and get buried. What to do. Yes, if you have Fabri-Tac in these types of little bottles, you do not want to just set it down because it does dry real quick and it gets stuck in that little tip. Well, because I've got this this drink me thing hanging off the back, and I want to glue it just a little more here. Where'd it go? Yeah, this glue will dry in the tube real quick. That's why you see all your crafters, when they get done, they immediately put the lid back on it. But no, I'm not doing that because I know I'm gonna glue here in just a half a second. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna cover up that ticket right there. And then I'll figure something else out. So I've already inked all of this, I think. I don't know. It's not quite inked enough. Let's ink it just a little bit. I know watching someone ink stuff is like watching paint dry. Oops. See, now that'd be a good reason to put that lid back on there. Maybe I should poke a hole in this. No, I mean, not a hole, but, you know, a pocket divot. And I'm going to use this one because the only other ones I have are my 2-inch. Actually, I have a 2.5 inch and a 3.5 inch. And those are really great for bigger things. But for something like this, it would take up this whole thing. And while that's great on a bigger thing, not on this one. Please, please, please don't dry up. Yep, I can feel it coming out. Or at least I can feel air coming out. Yeah, I'm real bad about putting the lid back on it immediately, but I've also suffered from having it dry up in there. So I'm just telling you, it's not a good thing to just set it down like that. So I want this on the corner over here. Oh, I didn't realize I got a ticket over here too. Well, maybe I'll put something over there. Got to put something over here in the corner because there's a, oh, it's her skirt. Her skirt's hanging off right there. Well, if I don't watch what I'm doing, see, it's not even straight. You kind of got to at least be aware of what you're doing. Okay, and now I'm going to put the bunny here to cover this ticket. And I could, do I want this a pocket too? Now I could have that a pocket. I could just leave that hanging there and maybe ink it so that you see it, but you know that it's one of those ticket things hanging off the front, eat me, drink me thing. But I'm going to cover it up because in my experience, well, in the way I've got stuff sitting around here in my room, things like that tend to get bent. Okay, so I've left this open as if I was going to make it a pocket. And so I left this edge open right here. Where are my tickets at? Are these my tickets? Oh, these are tickets that I haven't inked. Where are the tickets that I inked? Here is some. See, I left this open here. I could have left this open here, but I didn't. I left this open. Oh, you know what? I did not ink the actual card. I see that now. Oh, dear. All right, let's ink the card because some of the card is visible. Where's that pen? Yeah, I really like the idea of being able to find this pen. And I have seen other crafters, they put like beads and tassels and things on this pin. I don't know how they get the pin in there so easily. I got to do it with my fingers because I can't see it. Usually it's not this hard, but there, I got it. Okay. Now I want to make sure that this card, see, the card is hanging out here at the bottom too. And yes, it should be, oh, this that I'm inking up here is the back of this Alice sign. So I don't know if we'll be putting anything up there, but I'm thinking I want to stamp that just in case I don't. Where did I put that stamp? Oh, here it is. All right, I found it. Okay, so let's go with this section right here. Yeah. Well, okay, so I gotta do it over here too because I missed this section over here. There we go. So if this shows, it won't matter because I've stamped it now. Okay, so if I ink some of these tall, skinny ones, I think I will like to have those in there. Let's turn this around. There we go, like that. And these will go in here. Oh, you know what? I did not ink that halfway up, so these are going to be buried in there. Or maybe these tall ones would be better off in there. Okay, and some of these can go in here. They won't get buried. Now, let's see. What else do we have here? I just have a bunch of stuff here so that whatever I feel I want to use, you know, options. I just put some options here on the table for myself. I had a sticker of a clock, didn't I? Here it is. Yeah. Plus I got washi tape. So, let's see. Let's put this sticker down. Oh dear. So if we put this here, well, it won't stick out too much, I don't think. I don't know. Does that look weird? There's a clock here and a clock here. I didn't realize the bunny had a clock. How about if we don't use this? Because the bunny has a clock. And what about, here's the thing that says open me. What about using this over here? Hey, I kind of like that. We'll use this. And we kind of see it, but not too much. Because we kind of see it, I'm going to take and I'm going to ink this side of it. I'm not going to stamp it. I probably should, but I'm not going to because it's not the base of the card. Okay, there's the pin. Now, okay, I'll start with the inking of the bottom section. I'll ink with this section. This section will hit the Rolodex card, and then we'll find out where the other end hits her skirt, the other side of her skirt. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of glue coming out. It doesn't feel like it's a lot of glue, but it kind of is. I mean, it's certainly plenty. No, I want that kind of like that, so that it's more hidden, like that. All right, there we go. And then over here, see that glue spreads out. What I'm finding is that glue spreads out more than I actually realize. And so I usually end up using less when I do it like that, when I glue a half of the project or the applique or whatever I'm putting there. I usually find out that I don't have to put much on there to finish it off. Now, is there anything else I want to put on here? I don't know if there's anything else I want to stick down in these pockets or not. Some of them I've inked massively, and some of them I haven't. This has got to have the pin back in it. Oops. Well, do you like Alice in Wonderland? I just had these Alice in Wonderland scraps on my table, and I figured, well, I'll do a video of Alice in Wonderland since I have more graphics of her be out, because I'm doing I'm doing that cute little journal. I think I'm going to do another folio and another journal of Alice in Wonderland, because I really like Alice in Wonderland. I really like the visuals, the graphics. I did the journal with a Alice in Wonderland kit from Paper Romia, and most of these came from Paper Romia, but some came off of Pinterest. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do. That's how I'm gonna leave it. Do I want to put a ticket here to cover these up? To cover up the, you know what? That's kind of neat. I kind of like that. To cover up the edge there of the card, but I don't really want them sticking out, because then I'll feel like I have to like cover it from that side. And I don't want to cover up the words, because the words are part of what makes Alice in Wonderland Alice in Wonderland. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to just glue this edge down. I kind of like that. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to glue. Which way do I want this to go? And for some reason, I really like this side. Not even sure why. It's not very inky. Let's do this side. Let's glue this down. Okay, I'm going to glue about half of this. And then just leave it free-flowing right there. So it'll kind of look like some of those are coming out of a pocket. Kind of look like it's a pocket there. All right, I think we're done. So that's it for the Alice in Wonderland Rolodex card and my Line Dot Arrow Beauty Rolodex card and the Ticket Rolodex card. So anyway, you can alter anything. You can alter it in a manner where you can't tell what it is, or you can alter it in a manner where you can definitely see the edges and you can tell what it is. And I'm going to let you go and go try to get the lid back in this glue. Thank you for watching.